Today is January the 21st, 2025. Welcome to the Kubescape community meeting. So today we have Giant with us. Hello, Giant.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Matthias.
So let me share my screen and we start. Okay. So yeah, as we said, we need to fix the reminder. Sorry for that.
It's not letting me publish the change. So
Okay.
I'll talk to the CNCF people and see how to solve it.
Yeah. Call the tech support.
Yes.
Cool. But like it's Oshrat who is on it. Good. Who is speaking for the what's next for Kubescape? Ben and Rotem, Oshrat? I don't know.
So about what? Sorry. Oh,
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
Okay. I can talk. First of all, among us, still maybe I don't know who knows, but like we passed to incubation officially in CNCF. So the project progressed from sandbox to incubation, which is a huge step for the project. And now we can officially say that as well here in the community meeting. So what's next? It's we started to talk among ourselves that now we invested like in the past few months a lot of energy in the incubation process. And now that we are somewhat freed up from the tasks of this process, we can start like it's a good time to like just a little bit think of strategically where the project is going, what things we need to do, and again, not that things didn't happen in the past half year. Like we've moved from a relatively small project or with a small footprint into a project that's being deployed in Kubernetes clusters with 10,000s of CPUs, which is like a huge difference. And kudos to like all those here who've invested a lot of time and effort to improve our deployment. But now I feel that there are like a few things that I wanted to go over. There are things in the backlog, and again, I'm not talking about the ticket level, but more I'm talking about the huge picture of what we as a project should to do. I would start, if it's okay with everyone, I would start actually with the newer things, and then we'll like look back to the maintenance.
Sure.
So so there are like three initiatives we brainstormed that seem to be very interesting beyond what we already had in the roadmap, that we thought that worth investment. One is a notification component, or at least a notification mechanism that we should attach to the Kubescape installation in the cluster that enables the user to monitor the CRDs we are producing and create alerts on changes. So for example, we have image scan for a workload that has, I don't know, 0 critical vulnerability, but then the new vulnerability scan report, when the CRD is updated in the new version, we see that there are like more than 0 vulnerabilities, and we would like to create here a mechanism that would enable the user to generate alerts and channel these alerts to different sync endpoints like Alert Manager, webhooks, I don't know, in Kubernetes events, whatever. That would be like a good target, good thing, and this is something that I've heard also from a few adopters that this was something that they felt that was lacking. that would really complete our monitoring capabilities. Any comments on this? Anyone want to chime in? Anyone has idea that there is an existing project that already did this and we just only should write a blog on how can it be done with, I don't know, Prometheus, Alert Manager. So by the way, you know, I've tried to do a little search on this and it's really strange, but I don't see like anyone like wrote a generic project to detect changes in Kubernetes objects, like and like generate triggers from that, which is like Matthias is something like the synchronizer. Like you remember, I thought there is no way that no one created this project before, and it turned out that yeah, no one is created it.
Open source then. As a product.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, incredible. Yeah, yeah.
Synchronization, actually, it's that's why I was like a little bit sorry about why it didn't get to KubeCon. Like it sounds like a super interesting project. By the way, Matthias, is this something that could be done via the synchronizer? Is this like not the alerting of changes? No, food for thought.
I mean, it could. I don't know if it's not like a completely orthogonal to what we want to do before, but yeah, we could.
Yeah, I just throw it out. So, okay, this is one thing. We are looking for contributors. We're looking for people who love to like take on this. And Jan, this is like also for you if this is something that interesting for you. You know, we can talk even in this meeting a little bit deeper about this. Looking for collaboration with other, not just CNCF, but projects. We saw that in the past month, we had great success with unsolicited collaborations with other projects. You've seen the headlamp plugin for Kubescape. You've seen the Guac talk in KubeCon. We feel that like it's super helpful from many ways to you know, enhance other projects, and you know, to get Kubescape with some other projects together, like bringing some real good solutions together. So really, I don't have like any very specific things to say but I encourage everyone to like reach out to us, or we to reach out to others if we see something that seems like a connection, and we really put effort into those, just as we've seen with Headlamp, with Guac, we're pushing those things, and we really love to put effort in any kind of collaboration you can hear about. And last but not least, we, as you know, our vulnerability scanning and images is based on SIFT and GRIPE projects. We've moved, or we are moving actually, the SBOM generation from our vulnerability scanning microservice to the node agents, which is we are doing in order to remove the memory needs we have to put today in the central vulnerability scanning component that needed to pull images and load those images into the memory. We are moving it to do it on the disk of the Kubernetes node that is much less memory consuming than putting all the whole image into the RAM. For example, if you needed to scan a container image which is like a gigabyte in size, then in uncompressed memory in the RAM, it might have taken like half, 1.5 gigabyte in RAM, which need to be allocated for the container of the kubevolant component, which was a huge burden for those who are using us in big and complex companies and clusters. Matthias implemented a way to scan the images on the Kubernetes nodes, but then we only found out that despite that, it's much better than scanning them in the RAM, because of different implementation constraints that there is in SIFT today, it still takes up more memory than we expected, like much more memory. Matthias, do you have like a high level number of how
No,
much?
but we did some tests with like big images, and we were requiring 700 megs or something. So yeah,
It's still like it's instead of taking up
5
I
gigs instead of 5 gigs, 700 megs, but it's still too much.
it's still much more than we would expected or we'd see with other open source projects. So therefore, we are looking into contributing to SIFT and improve the memory usage there, because there is no hard reason not to be able to do it in much less memory. By the way, also like it's an old new requirement, but we also want to scan vulnerabilities on the Linux host. And when Matthias, right, when we'll start to scan the Linux host, it also puts into question how much memory we'll need to do that. It might be super.
And we are supposed to talk about this during the KubeCon talk.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about it in the KubeCon talk. Yeah. Okay. So regarding the maintenance, we have a lot of maintenance things with, like, again, because we're busy with other things, we're just created a backlog of maintenance things. CIS is lagging behind our CIS framework implementation lags for like maybe even a year. The CL project, which is the admission controller project, admission policy. I wasn't. I didn't say it right. So the admission policy of project we had is also lagging behind. Automatic updating the frameworks and controls. I don't remember.
We thought about making, I think it's a new one, not a maintenance. It will help us maintain.
Yeah, you're
But
right. I placed it wrong. It's, we
It's-
thought
it's
we'd build
like-
an automation to do it, so that we wouldn't lag.
Yeah, just writing a tool that checks for new versions of frameworks and then adopt the controls. Tests, maybe. It's not an easy one, but something that went through our minds. Yeah, I want to continue then after the storage.
Yeah, so in the storage, we are using in the storage an outdated version of the API server, and it would require some wizardry to get it right and update it properly, and not to break the features we have today. Matthias, can you like the CI? I don't remember what was the problem with the CI.
Well, generally we have like some slow CI process for the project, and it's very difficult to debug when we have issues, and sometimes when we want to add some publishing or to fix some publishing, like the crew one, it's very difficult to test and to make it work. So I was thinking of either leveraging more Go releaser that we already have in the Kubescape, Kubescape/Kubescape repo, to also use it to run the tests and build the Docker images, or rewrite completely the GitHub Actions with something like Dagger that we can easily run locally and evolve with code instead of having some YAML calling images that we don't. So that's the basic idea. But it's a huge work, and when we break something, we break our ability to release. So
that's for sure. And last but not least, we are also running relatively old versions of Saftan, right? which by the way, I'm not sure that should be like a very complex thing, because in the past it wasn't really a hard thing to do, but it requires testing and verifying, and we've usually done it manually. Maybe we should, Matthias, we should ask David to. He usually did
Yeah,
that
he
in the.
doesn't know how to do it, David. I mean, usually it was me,
Oh, it was
but
you.
because there are like different ways of. So maybe now it's easier because now last time we upgraded, Anchor created some interface and some like public methods that we are calling. So maybe they still kept this, but if not, we need to always tweak, try, and it's like
Yeah.
several hours of work.
It's
And
hard.
then that's the easy part, and then you need to update all the system tests, and this takes 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This was that part. So again, calling out to anyone who like wants to join, especially I think the CL project is, we've seen adopters, big companies using that, and we'll be happy to some help there. Also framework CIS, and all the new things, we are more than happy for any kind of contributions and contributors here. Giant, is there anything like you're interested in this list, or anything that
Yeah,
you've seen before?
yeah, actually, the Prometheus exporter issue, I was like getting myself familiar with the Prometheus exporter and how the Prometheus itself works. So, like, I'm working on that. And other than that, I was also working on the VS Code extension. Like last time, I believe, like some more improvements can be done. So, yeah, that too I was doing.
Right.
Since that's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So, Matthias, do you want to do the triage, or you want to go over the?
Yes, I think Rotem wanted to highlight one.
Yeah, there is an issue that I see that has like, long thread. And I think we also need to assign someone to.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of traction, so.
What
The
is this?
serif is empty.
The surf is empty? Oh my, not good.
Yeah.
Not
And
good.
I don't think I was able to reproduce this, if I remember.
Yeah, I think you wrote there that you're not able to produce.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyhow.
No.
You
I
said-
was able to reproduce good. It's just that I didn't do anything about it. Okay. Yeah.
Anyhow, if someone also want to take that into, checking, that will be.
Yeah.
great.
So let's see, where is this one in the triage?
Oh,
Oops. Okay. Let's move it to high priority. Not sure it's gonna make a difference. Okay. Yeah. So my turn. All right. So need to see like the new issues that came this week.
During installation, yeah.
Yeah, I think he wrote also on the Kubescape dev chat about this one.
Yeah. So it was keep control because no control config file was supplied. Right function scan command, which allows. So it is coming from the CLI, right? And
No, that's the Kubescape operator.
But we says that minus minus config.
No, he wants similar to.
Oh, similar to, yeah.
So
Wow, because we don't have a CRD with the config with
we do actually in the scheduled scans. We do in we have a config map with the command inside.
oh, with the command,
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
but how we can supply the skip control, the configuration.
In the scan command, we cannot do that.
So you think that you should map from a config map the configuration and provide it in this.
I don't know. I should check, but I'm wondering if we don't have something in here. Kubescape operator. Nice. Hmm. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this. No, this is for CLI again. Okay, I will check this because I'm pretty sure that we can do something.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yes, that's the other thing. So in the Kubescape open source, if we use continuous scanning, we don't have the scheduled scans.
Which is, by the way, makes sense, no?
Yes.
It makes sense because
It should
if
continuous
it's
scanning.
like any time that
There's a change.
there is a change, we should pick it up.
Yeah. But the continuous scan is not finished completely. And maybe with the continuous scan, you cannot set what I wanted to set in the config map. You see what I mean? I need to spend time here. Because this is by by design, but then why does he want this? Expected behavior. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now that I think about it, maintenance.
Yeah.
Instead of beta. All right.
Google Artifact Registry. This was something we should have done. No? Like, I thought that we are, or we were planning to it.
Yeah, like no, like do you any support URLs that start with GCR.io?
Oh, what a pity that Rotem just left. Though it seems like we are still here, both of us, but she's not here anymore. So let me, I will check with her. Let me give me a sec.
Okay.
Checking with her.
Sorry, folks, I need to drop too. It's children's pickup time.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye. So I will mark it as a help wanted in the meantime. Just wait for the confirmation of them. All right.
Yep. So let's assign the need to Rotem the registry scanning, and she'll answer.
Okay.
It should be working in theory.
No, but it's not that it's not working. It's not flexible enough.
But then it's a good issue, because if it's not flexible, it won't be, so it won't work. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
She'll look in.
But I flagged it as help wanted. Maybe we can ask VJ if he wants to open a PR for this, or even Giant or whoever.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. And the different PRs, I think it's mostly PRs from us. Just gonna check. Yeah. Yeah, this one I can close now. Five days ago. Okay.
Okay. Deprecation.
Yeah, it's okay. This one I'm gonna close as well, because now in order to set the limits, we have the tool from Dan that is integrated into the Kubescape CLI. So yeah, this one work in progress. Oh yeah. So this one, that's an update, and actually it doesn't work.
Oh, you mean the automatic dependabot?
No, actually it just bumped from here to here, and the results make that it doesn't work for ARM64.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why. I need to look into this. To check on it. That's good. Yeah. Needs reviewer. Damir as well. Good. Ah. Good. Oh. Boards look better, but now we need to find time to work on those issues.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Anything
Okay.
else? Who wants to have the last word
Gent,
today?
if you're saying something, you're on mute. Yeah.
No, yeah, I haven't seen anything. Just I will what do you recommend? I was actually trying to work on the Prometheus exporter thing, but I was not sure how to work on it. So do I need to first understand completely how does Prometheus works and any can you guide me to how to work on that issue, on that alerting
Oh,
system?
Yeah. So on the Prometheus exporter, actually, you don't need to know exactly how Prometheus works. No, it's just the Prometheus exporter is looping over some CRDs, then generating some metrics, and that's it. I mean, it's not
it's
complex.
yeah. So it's think about it this way. So Prometheus is is the system that follows the collects information for what from endpoints they call exporters. Exporters are HTTP servers that are publishing an endpoint where Prometheus comes and says, okay, get metrics. That's the endpoint. And in the response is a I would say maybe a Matthias, can I say it's a text file
Yeah.
or a single line where every line is a metric, like metric name and value. Another line, metric name, value. And then Prometheus collects this information and stores it in this database. And then you can query this information based on timestamps and progress and what was the value of the metric over time. Now, if I remember correctly, what we are wanted to work here is actually, I don't know like where to put this, in which component, existing component to put it. But the idea was that to reflect the major metric numbers that we are collecting in CRDs through this API to Prometheus. So you can configure Prometheus to collect information from here, and like it, you can take it from there. So I would say the following. I think that if you want to start with this, I would really read the general, like how Prometheus works in general. What's the general idea? See how the metric API is working, and how when the metric API is returning values to Prometheus, how it is in the Prometheus database, how it looks like. You can use Grafana to explore that, or there is like a full ecosystem around Prometheus. And then when it's done, we can start to talk, okay, what are the metrics and how we are going to expose these metrics. But for all of these, there are like multiple existing tools to reuse that will help, you know, the implementation to be much more efficient than usually. So I would say take time, read a little bit about this. Okay, try to see how like install Prometheus in your local machine, in your local kind or machine. See how it collects information from the node exporter, which is one of the most basic exporters that are coming out of the box with nearly every Kubernetes installation. You can also use like, you know, manual, curl to access the node exporter. API.
Curl is probably easiest, yes.
Yeah, and just like see how it exposes these metrics. And when you are done, like let's talk maybe in the, let's open a design document. Remember the way we did when we did the VS Code, like trying to collect
Yes,
how
yes,
what are the metrics we would like to expose to Prometheus, and we'll talk it over.
yeah,
Okay, so when you feel like you've been able to install a Prometheus and we've been able to like locally just ping us over the Slack, and we'll be we are there.
yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome. Okay, cool guys.
Cool.
See you next time.
Thank you very much. See you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jan, for joining.
Thank you very much. Yeah, bye. Bye.